You ever feel depressed and you speak to a concerned or well-meaning friend about the content of your rumination, the content of your negative thoughts? That friend may well say that your mind is lying to you, not to listen to the negative thoughts that you have, and just to ignore them, or to remember that this too shall pass. Well, I think that really does a disservice to your intelligence when people say that, as well-meaning as it is, because when a human is depressed, when I feel depressed, when somebody else feels depressed, even if it's mild or severe, the negative rumination starts. And if somebody tells you that the content of that rumination, the things that you're worried about, the things that you regret, the things that you feel negatively about, are simply not true, then, at best that's well-meaning but unhelpful, and at worst actually can make you question your own mind, which is not a helpful thing to do. The way that I prefer to describe the state of being depressed and the thoughts that arise from that state is to think of it like a box of colors. When we were kids, we had those coloring pens, and you get a blue, you get a yellow, a green, a red, an orange, and all of the different colors of the spectrum. Then you also get a black and a gray. Now, let's just say that you can only draw with the black and the gray. All those other colors are in the box outside. Now, that would be an analogy for the thought process that happen in a state of depression. You're just using a very limited range of the colors that are available. In fact, the other colors, they're out of reach. Now, let's say, for example, you can draw with all of the colors again. You're still going to use some of that black and the gray, but there's just going to be other colors that are included. And so the depressed state is not about the content of the thought, the content of the negativity, negative mind activity being inaccurate, as much as it is about it being insufficient. And you'll notice this, that as you rise or come through a depressed state, the negative rumination, it can still exist, but it gets brought into a kind of proportionality by the existence of other kinds of thoughts of a different nature. So it's a perceptual widening and a perceptual deepening in other areas. You see, well, actually, this is possible as much as this thing that I was worried about is possible. Things could go well as go badly. Things could still go badly. All of the things that I'm worried about could still come to pass. But on the platter of possibility, it's just one course, one morsel. And so next time you find yourself in a state of rumination or a state of depression, try and remember this. Try and remember that whatever it is that I'm thinking or feeling is valid, is logical, is something to worry about. It's just that it's not the only thing to consider. Just bearing in mind that there's this big gap in the periphery. It's like I look around to my left and to my right, and I look up and I look down, and I see that there's a host of other things to consider. And even just moving the body in that sense, I can see, all right, maybe there's things I'm not seeing here. I take the blinkers off. So I hope that helps. Thanks for your time. And if you have any thoughts or suggestions or feedback for me, then please leave it in the comments. I love talking with you there. Thanks so much. Have a great day.